Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 25, Text number 12. Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya Uvacha. Iti Swamatur Niravadyam Ipshitam Nishamya Pumsam Apavargavardhanam Diyabhinandya Atmavatam Satam Gatir Babasa Ishat Smita Shobita Nana. Can somebody repeat the full shloka?
Maitreya Uvacha Iti Swamatur Niravadyam Ipsitam Nishamya Pumsam Apavargavardhanam Diyabhinandya Bhavatam Satam Gati Babasha Ishat Smita Shobita Nana.
Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya said, Iti, thus, Swamatuhu, of his mother, Niravadyam, uncontaminated, Ipshitam, desire, Nishamya, after hearing, Pumsam, of people, Apavarga, cessation of bodily existence, Vardhanam, increasing, Diya, mentally, Abhinandya, having thanked, Atmavatam, interested in self-realization, Satam, of the transcendentalists, Gatihi, the path, Babashe, he explained, Ishat, slightly, Smita, smiling, Shobita, beautiful, Ananaha, his face. Translation purported by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swamy Srila Prabhupada. Maitreya said, after hearing of his mother's uncontaminated desire for transcendental realization, the Lord thanked her within himself for her questions, and thus his face smiling, he explained the path of transcendentalists who are interested in self-realization. Please repeat the translation. Maitreya said, after hearing of his mother's uncontaminated desire for transcendental realization, the Lord thanked her within himself for her questions, and thus, his face smiling, he explained the path of the transcendentalists who are interested in self-realization. Purport. Devoti has surrendered her confession of material entanglement and her desire to gain release. Her questions to Lord Kapila are very interesting for persons who are actually trying to get liberation from material entanglement and attain the perfectional stage of human life. Unless one is interested in understanding his spiritual life or his constitutional position, and unless he also feels inconvenience in material existence, his human form of life is spoiled. One who does not care for these transcendental necessities of life and simply engages like an animal in eating, sleeping, fearing and mating has spoiled his life. Lord Kapila was very much satisfied by his mother's questions, because the answers stimulate one's desire for liberation from the conditional life of material existence. Such questions are called apavarga vardhanam. Those who have actually spiritual interest are called sat or devotees. Satam prasangat. Sat means that which eternally exists, and asat means that which is not eternal. Unless one is situated on the spiritual platform, he is not sat, he is asat. The asat stands on the platform which will not exist, but anyone who stands on the spiritual platform will exist eternally. As spiritual soul, as spirit soul, everyone exists eternally, but the asat has accepted the material world as his shelter, and therefore is full of anxiety. Asat grahan, the incompatible situation of the spirit soul who has a false idea of enjoying matter, is the cause of soul's being asat. Actually, the spirit soul is not asat. As soon as one is conscious of this fact and takes to Krishna consciousness, he becomes sat. Satam gatihi, the path of the eternal, is very interesting to persons who are after liberation. And his lordship Kapila began to speak about that path. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta Purport. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaurabhaktaranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It's a very interesting shloka. So these discussions are going on between Maitreya Muni, and there they are discussing about Devahuti and Kapila. So as we all know, Devahuti Putra Kapila. So there is a relation between mother and son. So generally people have a feeling spiritual life means there is no relationships. Sab relation ko chhod dena hai, to give up all relationships. So here the discussion is going on between mother and son, and here we see Babasa Ishat Smita Shobhitananaha. He is smiling. He is smiling, seeing his mother, and the smile is very beautiful. Shobhita, beautiful, Ananaha. His face is very beautiful when he is smiling. So in a relationship, when you are smiling, the person is seeing other person and smiling. That means he is very pleased. When we fight, two people will fight each other. Next day, how will he see his face? Full serious. You are seeing at this person's face. This person has told me like this. You will become very angry seeing them. You cannot be pleased by seeing somebody who has offended you. That's a regular characteristics, human traits. Right? Everybody becomes upset when somebody displeases you. So here, in relationship, there is pleasing each other. Any relationship has to please each other. And here relationship is between mother and son is very happy seeing the mother. And he is smiling. Every relationship should be like that. Like that son, like that mother, like that brothers. The relationship is very sweet. When there is no relationship, there is no need of this world. This Chanakya Pandita, he explains, that two relationships are very important for a material happiness in the world. Two relationships. One is a good mother, and in the house, when somebody is married, he has his wife, who can speak pleasant words. So if this is not there, Matru is not there, and wife also is not there. Better, yata graham tata vanam. Better you go to forest. It is no better than forest. Jungle mein jo prani hai, it's like forest, animals are there. And house there is no difference. क्योंकि जब भी घर में आते हैं क्या होता है, झगड़ा, बहु 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 बहु, fighting. And you are not having any relationship. Nowadays, relationship is only business. Right? You please me, I please you. You didn't tell me happy birthday. You didn't tell me happy wedding day. Oh my God, you have done the greatest mistake. It is nothing. Is it wrong for a children? Yeah, children there is nothing wrong. Because बच्चे लोग, yesterday we were standing near that prasadam stall. Some small kid came and she was 5 chips I want. They want chips, sweets, and kids have to be spoken nicely, flattered. Oh, बच्चे कैसे है? How are you? And give them something, they'll become very happy. That is what relationship all means. And for a children, you can easily kidnap them. Chocolate de do, leke jao. That's how kidnapping is. So our relationship in family life cannot be like kidnapping relationship. Give them something, take away. Responsible relationship cannot be like kidnapping. Responsible relationship is responsibility of that child's protection. So relationship between Lord Kapila with his mother was not in the platform of kidnapping. Whether he is a son, it's small, supposed to be for mother-son relationship is always there whole life. Become old also, you become 80 years, 90 years, if mother is there, she will say, hey, beta aao. She will call, hey, come, go. She will scold like that. Because for mother, son is always son. But here the relationship of mother and son is, he is smiling, seeing at her, and she is also seeing, I don't want this world. Very difficult, asat world. Prabhupada, regarding this class, I heard about this class, he has given a lecture. He is talking about how this world, everything is prajalpa, gramya kata. He's talking all unwanted talk. Children talk is enjoyable, at least. Gramya katha is not always enjoyable. Gramya means village, community. Some good things will be happening, some bad things will be happening. If there are always some community, somebody, 10 members are there. I heard in somewhere people had gone, one person was traveling, and there he got a help from one Chinese person in the other part of the world. And the Chinese person helped this person, and an Indian helped him, and how to help set up his computer or something. He said, we Asians, we are very helpful. These Europeans are not helpful. So that time China and Indians became friends in other part of the world. So we Asians help each other. But these Europeans are not good. That's a normal thing. See, in America they feel Russians are not good. We are good. So easy to make one feeling like that. So everywhere in America it's easy, just like now India and all our country, 2 countries fighting, always they'll think that country is bad. So it's easy, everybody will clap. Oh, that country is bad. And you go to the other part of the country towards Pakistan and they will say, oh, India is bad, clap. It's easy. So even in community, somebody is known as good, somebody is known as bad. So it's easy to go and fight. Regionally also you can identify. People, they say Asians, they're India when it comes. North Indians अच्छा है, South India लोग अच्छा नहीं है sometimes. For sometimes you want to make a joke on a South Indian in North. ये लोग है ना कट्टा खाते हैं. They eat only tamarind food like that. And you go to when we South people have to tease North. They say they are like that. What to do? Sometimes they also tease. So this making regional differences and talking bad about each other, these are all Gramya Kathas. And you can build jokes about it. And come to gender equality, gender inequality, there is, man plays a jokes on women plays lot of jokes, it can get sold nicely. Market, lot of jokes you can get. Material world means only to pull your leg, my leg, you get happiness. Or you appreciate, you flatter them, there again there is happiness. So this all considered to be Gramya Katha. Although these things are going on in this world, they are all Gramya Katha. There is no solid feelings, there is no relationship. Factually, Sat, here the discussion is happening about Sat and Asat. And in the second line, Lord says, Apavarga Vardhanam. Our path is of spirituality is Apavarga, not Pavarga. What is Apavarga? Pavarga, you all know also. How like Sanskrit, any Devanagari has Kavarga, Chavarga, Tavarga, then Tavarga, Pavarga. So our Pavarga is considered, each word is considered of Pa, Pa, Baba, Ma, is considered to be as material sufferings. And in this world, whatever you may do flattering, at the end, you have to work for your own life. Whoever is it. If you are married, unmarried, you have to get good name. In any establishment, if you are a student, you have to work as a student, you have to get some good name. If you are a professional, if you are a volunteer, you all have to get some good marks. People should recognize you, okay, at least he is reliable. Everybody has struggled for existence in this world. And everybody needs some pass mark. So when you are in struggle for existence, everybody has to work hard, like a lion. Can lion say, I am become a big man? Prabhupada makes a joke of it. If a lion says, I open my mouth, Nihi suptasya simmasya. Sleeping lion. Nahi suptasya simmasya. Sleeping lion will say, open my mouth, pravishyanti mukhe mrugaha. It should go inside my mouth, all animals. What it will say? Hey, go man. Ja, get out. It will not take care for you. I am a big man, you should come and fall in my mouth. It cannot happen. It also has to work. Suptasya simmasya pravishyanti namrugaha. It will not enter. You have to work on it. So everybody in this world are struggle for existence. So in this struggle for existence, Pavarga means the first thing is everybody are working. What is that Pa means? First Pa? Prayasa. So much hard work you have to do. Prabhupada gives example of horse, heavy, hard-working animals running. Then ox, bulls, they get water from their mouth. No, what is that called? Pa, Fa, Fena. Water comes out. So when you struggle, sweat may come out for body. For us, mouth water also may not come. Sweat will come, you sweat. Internally you will sweat, externally you will sweat. Sometimes in relationships, somebody is very understanding, somebody is not at all understanding. In some relationships, people work very hard to satisfy somebody. Somebody will not even care for somebody in relationships. When they don't care, people will ask, we don't want anything, at least one sweet word is sufficient. A chota, small smile, sufficient. They don't even talk to us. That is what when flattering happens. In certain times there is no flattering. One person will flatter so much other person. And the person who has to take that reciprocation will say, simply all acting. Full acting person. At least little sincerity they show sufficient. I don't need these sweet words. One more extreme. See, this world is, you are sweating inside, blood is coming inside of your heart. And one word somebody will say you become so disturbed. I worked so hard to please them. And they are not at all satisfied. That is the true reality of this world. So should I now stop all relationship? Okay, let me now, I will not talk to anybody because it is so difficult to manage these relationships. No, there is a place for relationship, and every relationship has a duty. Mother, son, brother, sister, father, friend. That's why in Vedic literature it is said, you should not become a friend, not become a brother, father, guru, matrunasya, pitrunasya, jananinasyas. Who can, until somebody can help you in what? Samapeti mrutyum. Who can help you to get out of this life and death of this material world. That becomes real relationship. So this pavarga, papa, bha, bha, ma. Up to ba is what? Two bas. One is vyartha, one is bhaya. In this world, whatever you do, work hard, it becomes vyartha, waste. After working so hard on relationships materially, one thing is you get very good relationships. But when you get very good relationship, you have to have good punya for it. Because that's generally they say you don't get good mother, you don't get a good friend. Sometimes you'll get such committed family members. But finally, it ends with mrityu. You have good friends, good family members, and they will get some suffering. So that is bhaya. What will happen to them? So loving family. We see so many cases. Very nice family person. 2 members. Suddenly he got something and he died. So many stories we hear. One airport, now there is a fight, Pakistan war, they attacked this, that also so many people died. Like that, there are so many examples. One flight had fallen down in Kerala. One was a Mangalore flight, one more was somewhere, Calicut one. It is because it's on the top of the hill, flight had fallen down. So that time in newspapers they were carrying that pilot had got married 3 days back. And he flew from Delhi to Calicut. And he has to go back to his house. Wife is waiting. So his last message from their family members was, I am waiting for you. See how hard it is for them to digest somebody. Very sweet relationship. They got married, young family. Suddenly there is an accident and they die. That's why this world is called apavargya. Papa, bhaba, bha is bhaya, ma is mrityu. So in this world, whatever you can see sweet things, it will end with vyartha, waste. Even if it is very good, successful relationships, they are on the wall after some time. We'll say our father, our grandfather, some 3 generations they say generally, you have to say when some puja is happening, they'll say, Aapka father kya hai, next grandfather, 3 generations. Uske baad they'll ask, Aapka grandfather ka father kya hai? Somebody will say, uska naam, yaad hai main kuch. Some puja, then they'll say, uska pitaji ka naam kya hai? Some people write down 7 generations they have in some house, they would have read and kept. Very systematically they write. But that 7 generations who have worked for us, we are taking their remnants in their family. Still, we are not worthy for them if we don't give them spiritual benefit. That's why for a devotee, if he becomes pleasing the Lord, all the generations, 7 generations or 10 generations according to Bhagavatam, a pure devotee can liberate even hundreds of generations, both mother side, father side. So the true reality of emotion should be to connect everybody to Krishna. How will you connect? Prabhu, they will not listen to me. The best thing is you connect to Krishna. When you connect to Krishna, suppose somebody loves you. Who are you? Devotee of Krishna. So when they love you, they are loving Krishna's servant. They may see you as their son or brother or daughter. But when you are loving Krishna so much, not that you have to hate the whole world. Where Prabhupada says that when you become devotee of Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna. When you become Krishna's, then everything of Krishna's belong to you. So you become Krishna's family member. So Prabhupada says this is true relationship, true brotherhood, true family relation. Independently you cannot go and satisfy anybody. But at the same time you should have emotional stability, how to deal with the world, how to deal with relationship. People say, devotees, when they take Krishna consciousness, they have no empathy on others. They don't understand others. They all quote Bhagavad Gita and run away. No, devotees are very understanding. Prabhupada was so understanding. When he went to US, Prabhupada stayed in one house. One of his friends, Gopal Agarwal, was one of his friend who gave him a connection, sponsored his program. His son was there. I think Gopal Agarwal, was that son, no? Or his father was some other Agarwal, I don't remember proper. So his wife, when they went, so they had a small baby. And that baby child, one day, that child when it went, she used to go near Prabhupada and sometimes take the slipper and keep in the mouth. The mother will say, hey, what is this you are doing? And the child, she'll go like a grandfather, she'll go and catch Prabhupada. There is one photo, Prabhupada is holding the child and smiling. And later Prabhupada goes from that place to New York to start. And that child, Prabhupada writes a letter also to that family. And Prabhupada says there was in India, when a child starts walking, when a child falls on the back or on the stomach, there is a celebration. Actually, in our family, in our India, if you we have to gift grandfather as to gift something. So I am a sannyasi, I am not able to gift, but I gift the blessings for this child to become Krishna conscious. That child will be so fortunate. It was catching Prabhupada's lotus feet. What and all it will get, that child. So Prabhupada is showing that feeling of a family or a grandfather to that child. As an acharya, we cannot imitate him, but Prabhupada gives us an example how Prabhupada never rejected irrationally. Prabhupada wanted devotees to have rationally, emotionally strong individuals, disciples who can understand others. So these are the basic things we have to keep up. So in this shloka, what Prabhupada is teaching us is how there is a relationship in Asat platform and Sat platform. And Kapila Deva is connecting to his mother in the Sat platform. And when he is seeing somebody is interested in Krishna consciousness, whether it is mother or a friend or somebody, he becomes very pleased. And there is a smile in his face. So here also it is said, Babase Ishat Smitaha Shobhitananaha. When you go in front of Lord Narasimha or Govinda and you pray to the Lord that, my Lord, I want you. I am very difficult for me this world. I am not able to be successful. Materially, the Lord smiles. You can see smile on his face. Oh, you want me? He becomes very pleased. Prabhupada said, any soul goes to Krishna, Lord becomes very pleased. Whereas when you turn away your face, you want to go to Maya, then Krishna becomes very displeased in the heart. But because he is Paramatma in the heart, okay, you want this? Okay, you take. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. You will get after millions of life that understanding that Vasudevam Sarvamiti. Then you become what? Samahatma. Then you become a Mahatma and then you get a realization. Oh, I have moved around all this world. So many janmas I have gone, so many births. I could not be happy. Now I have come to this life. This life is Sudurlabhaha, very, very rare birth, and to get that bhakti is very, very rare. And this relationship between Lord Kapila as Devavati Putra Kapila is very significant for us, that there is a relation between a son and mother, and this relationship is very divine because he is Lord himself. And that is what the Lord also expects. And the mother is ready to take instruction because he is spiritually enlightened. We can also boss over on our mother, father. Father, mother also boss over on children, but there is a responsibility for them. And here the responsibility is even more higher to connect them to Krishna. Because when you are enlightened, you can understand the person's capacity. A mother will always know how much a child can eat. So in material world, if there are relationships, truly means it will be a mother who will never compromise. So materially, a percentage of love what we can see in this world will be with mother. So that percentage of purity is to help serve the child. But when you say, I want to lord over somebody, a mother can scold, beat. Are you emotionally having that attitude on somebody as a duty to help them, so you are scolding? Generally we scold because of somebody doesn't satisfy our egos. Or suppose somebody doesn't do the work what we have assigned, also we may get into trouble. But that time, that should be a responsibility as a mode of correction. Not that you have now got caught, I will kill you. So he knows what dosage to, just like a mother knows how much child has to be fed. Exactly, a leader or a team leader, whoever is it, they know how to, a trainer will know how much to give. Exactly. Doctor also knows more than this dosage if I give, that patient will die. If I don't give, still he will die. So you have to know how to give. Otherwise artificially you will be put into ICU. You give too much treatment also, emotional treatment, so much it will happen that person will die because of your emotion. So there are extreme things. So here we are seeing Lord has to be seeing us, he has to get a smile every time. So this is a secret in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. You will know the Lord's heart. So in this conversation of Bhagavatam, here he is saying, Maitreya said, after hearing his mother's uncontaminated desire, there is no contamination in mother's desire for realization here. And as his son and as a guru, he became a guru, not like a son. He started smiling. And Prabhupada also mentions that when we go to the Lord and you pray for bhakti, he becomes very pleased. We'll stop now. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada.